Hey, what's up YouTube, coming to you with a video unboxing for the Joby GorillaPod that I have in the background there, and that's sitting beside my Sony NEX5N compact system camera. Alright, so as you can see with the box here, it has the Joby GorillaPod. This is the hybrid version that shows the GorillaPod there, camera mounted on it. You have a cutout window here that basically gives you a feel and a sight of what the actual tripod looks like. Again, here you have GorillaPod hybrid, and in that fine writing it says 4 compact system cameras. Logos on the top. Around the back you have basically that's the instruction. Most devices will come with an instruction manual. This is the instruction on the outside here, because you'll find I think there's nothing on the inside. So you see GorillaPod hybrid there again for system cameras. It shows from step 1 to 4 basically how to detach the screw mechanism, applying that to the camera, tightening it, and then attaching it to the body of the Joby. Alright, so without further ado, I have a coin here which I'm going to be using basically to do that. Have that set up and ready to go. And here is the actual device. So opening it, this version is the version that has the bubble level, right, which basically tells you if it is level or not. Exposing the rest of it, there's nothing else. This is inside the contents of this packaging. It's just an empty box with the GorillaPod inside. As you can see, that's it right there. Basically what is known and associated with Joby and the GorillaPod tripods. It's mostly for tabletop, I would say. Very stiff as opposed to ones for just point and shoot. These are a bit smaller on them. These are a bit thicker, and they're a lot stiffer to basically manipulate and move around. So obviously this is a little bit more sturdy. With this version that you're getting, you have a ball head, and you also have the bubble level. You have the detachable clip here, which basically once you press down on here, you pull that out, it releases the clip which you attach to the camera, which I'll be doing in a few minutes. Then looking around, you have this. If you pull that there, this basically gives a 90-degree angle. So for instance, you want to shoot, but you want to shoot vertically, you mount it this way, and of course you bring it back. It also pans, but the only disadvantage obviously it is that once you release this here, then this becomes really loose, and once you have a camera like the Sony NEX5N in the background there, on top of there, you want to pan, but you don't want this to be loose. There's no other option to tighten. Keep this tighten, but be able to move this around, right? If you're shooting a scene and you want to follow on perhaps a subject, you can't do it because this is loose. So I don't think it really gives you the ability to pan as much as it's just giving you the ability to shoot at a different angle. So that's the only disadvantage I see there with it, because what happens is that when you open this part opens and makes this basically able to move. When you tighten it, this closes up on it and basically restrict the movement. Likewise, when it's open, it's moving here as well. But as I say, it's not effective for panning, but it's effective for moving the angle. And that's it. I'm not sure what the height is. It doesn't say so on the box. It says you can turn, helpful hint, as it says here on the bottom. You won't be able to read it, but I'll just read it out. You can turn the knob to lock the tilt, but still have the ability to pan your camera. In order to lock the pan, tighten the knob even further. Well, it is telling you that you have the ability to pan, but as I say, it's not effective, and I'm going to demonstrate for you in a while exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm going to release here. Where's the GorillaPod here? I'm going to just attach this This will attach to most, if not all, and I want to turn it facing this way, so it's facing to the front, right? You want to use a coin, you can use a screwdriver, anything you want to use. It fits most things, and it does fit coins. So tighten that until you get it to the desired tightness. Tighten that a little bit further. That's secure, that's okay for me. Right, and then now, so you always have this here, so you can detach it, go out, you can shoot with it, bam, and then you just put it on back when you want to, for instance, do any vlogs or, you know, anywhere where you need something level. So put that on, it just clips into place there. Alright, I'm going to demonstrate for you exactly what I'm talking about with regards to this whole thing. Alright, where I'm on is not very levels, because I'm actually I have this on a chair, but if I release this, that's exactly what happens. The camera collapses, right? Now it's okay, for instance, I don't know the other way around. It's okay if you're, say for instance, shooting at an angle like I was demonstrating. So you put it to an angle and you're shooting like this, so you're shooting vertically, right? But in terms of panning, you can still pan in this position, so you can move around, but it's still very loose, right? So there should have been two different mechanisms, one that operates the panning, one that operates the tilting of the head. That's what I wanted to make reference to. So it's not very effective, even though the instruction says, because here I am panning, fair enough, and I cannot do the panning without releasing this. I can pan, right, but if you notice, the head is very loose, so it's not very effective. That's why I've gone a little bit further into the video that I had hoped. Feel free, please rate, comment, please subscribe. If there's anything that you need question answered, drop me a comment, drop me an inbox. I'll be more than willing to answer a question for you. So that's the demonstration of the joby gorillapod. Stay tuned for the rest of my videos. Thank you.